But the first one I'm doing today is Holo's most recent run. Did it like yesterday. This says it'll be a third place rank, but it's actually the commando world record. So as long as he hasn't done anything dodgy, it should be a good watch. A 9, was it 904? This will be a tough time for me to beat. I found it really difficult to beat the last run that they did, which was a 930 odd. I beat it by like 3 seconds. So for them to go and beat me by another 20 seconds is, yeah, this should be a really good run. I doubt there's going to be many things I can point out that they've done wrong, but I'll try and point out what they've done right and how they do it, so that you guys can learn from it, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to take a quick drink and go into it. Alright, Volcano Rifle start standard, explosive AoE, yeah. So they're getting extra height there so that they can one hit with Hero Cape. Okay. Not a great room off the bat. So RNG hasn't favoured them massively in canyons. This is all just going to be good play. Now one thing that I normally do here is because I use grapple hook to transition from one place to another, I wouldn't have grapple here, which is a bit of an issue. I need to be rocket jumping more. Mini misses off the bat, standard. 10% burn damage. We've even got overclocking on this, so we don't really have anything too spicy. I think they said that they were commentating their own run here.
Immediately after.
Yeah, so they've got commentary, so these moments when they're kind of walking around, it's when they're talking. I'm not going to add their commentary to this. I'm sure I agree with many of their points, but there would be too much audio going on. So we went free will and not buckshot. That could either just be a preference thing or a time thing. Free will is technically more single target damage. Buckshot is better if you're trying to spread out your damage and get more AoE. That was a really good time. 43 seconds in canyons, not easy to do. I think my fastest I've ever done on like top end characters was like a 38-39. Just had enough cells to get both perfume and balloon here, which is big. That was a good grapple. That was clean. Clean transition. I'm actually still trying to learn the quarry layout and where the best transition from room to room actually is, because I've got all the muscle memory for the old one. And we get Poppy. So here, it's a preference thing, I think. Generating one extra is more utility. You have it up more often. But we've also got balloon. So a burning one would be huge damage increase. And if we get the pyro powder on next upgrade, then obviously it's even more damage. End up being like 30 odd% more damage over just generating more. Again, I assume that this is taking so long to pick because we're commentating our own runs here. So they go for the extra damage. That's probably the correct choice. Depends how much rocket jumping we do and how many rockets we burn rocket jumping. That's all good. That's clean. And you can see he's got max rockets, so he's not in too much trouble when it comes to generating them. assume we roll for elemental here. Again, I imagine we are commentating. We re-roll, we don't get it. I probably would do the wrong thing here and take self-control, but I'm fairly sure they take warning rocket, which is a good pick. But I'm not a commando main, so I don't know the best route to take. I haven't done that many commando runs. So much damage. That was without marking as well. You could just imagine how much damage it would have been if we'd got bowl early. Eesh. Yeah, burn mini rockets early. I think it has to be the play over auto-generating ones. I've seen the light. I was fairly sure it was anyway, but I'm still not 100% sure if it is preference or actual optimal. And this will just be a quick Billy. Jumping on the head, shooting it. This looks so clean. My Billy Boom fights look, I go all over the place. My head bonks are not clean. I'm rocketing across the map, losing time and DPS. You got Poppy, so Battle Fever wouldn't be a bad pick. Yeah, these people are getting very good. Oh, Corey, the splits didn't work. I need to start running more often, I think, because I'm going to be losing the world records I care about. That's a tough one. You can't get both. When you've got 2 rooms without bosses, so banana is probably the better pick because it'll just improve the times for those 2 rooms, and then you have potential for a marking perk or another item. See what they're saying about it.
Don't take this. I could get a flare gun. Viking Shorty could come up later on as a final perk, but by that point I'd be missing out on a ton of damage from Mark. The balloons just to catch all here. Not balloon, but this bugs me. I'm probably gonna go Mark here. It's annoying, but I'm probably going Mark here. Taking that because I can proc damage. How many more rooms do I have for Haven? Like 1, 2? What are the odds I get a flare gun there? It's like not high.
It's interesting hearing their debate on it.
And then hot dog would also be really nice, but I mean that's not even a question right now, I don't think.
I agree with that. It's a shame that 3 items that you want for the run have appeared. I'm 90% sure he's going to take banana.
Okay.
Right, let's speed it up and see what we could do. We took banana, yep. I think that's correct. I mean, given the time that he ends up getting, yeah, but... It's very clean. The rooms have been quite nice as well with their packing. He's not had to clear opposite sides of the room very often. Again, it might seem a bit rich for me commenting, but I think one thing he could do to get a bit of a quicker aqua, this is still a ridiculously quick aqua, don't get me wrong. Round pounding is a little bit off on 1 or 2 of these rooms, so he didn't get as many targets as he could have. But I mean, that's a 54-second aqua, which is incredibly good. And the rocket jumps were on point, and the layout of the map was really nice as well. It's a little bit annoyed that he doesn't have more marking, because he knows he's running out of time for marking. His weapon was hugely underleveled. God dang, and he was still killing things in 2 shots. It shows how strong items were. So the items were basically making up for the levels, because bearing in mind each level is 10% damage. So if an item is giving you 10% damage, or if it's giving you more than that, then that's either more damage than a level up or the same damage as a level up. So he was basically functioning on a fully upgraded weapon. He just wasn't going over the bracket. But now, because his weapon's actually up to point, he's now doing more damage than you would normally do without these really good items. Obviously, I'm rambling because I've got nothing to say because this run's so good. Tiny fluffs there, but no one is perfect when it comes to traversing this map. It's got so many annoying little things that catch you. You've got S there. That was a bit of a time loss. He actually lost like 5 seconds there, which is interesting. But that does show Commando can get sub 9. I knew that he got a cricket marking here because of a conversation we had with him on the Discord. But that is lucky. I don't often get lucky like that, which is why I stopped speedrunning for a long time. I've been messing that jump up every run recently. I might have to spend just like 20 minutes just warming my fingers back up to how to rocket jump and move around in this game again. It's too intensive for my old fingers. That's a good jump. Really good Haven movement here. That was so clean. Been like 1 duff rocket jump. 2 duff rocket jumps now, but it's always harder to get your momentum back and start rocketing across the map after you mess up once. It's kind of a shame. But yeah, no, that was really good Haven. I've been dropping a lot of time at Haven recently because of my movement. Hourglass wouldn't have been that much of an improvement. So one thing that Holo was aware of, that they've mentioned in Discord as well, is they could have done the pocket reload stuff with Cricket, which would have saved a tiny amount of time, not a huge amount. Like, reloaded twice in this area. It takes what, 3 point something seconds to reload normally. Commando reduces that by like 16%. So you're probably losing 2 seconds every reload, give or take. Baby Boom is online. It's a shame that it is actually optimal to get Baby Boom this late in the run, because it's such a good perk, but it just... Other perks do just have priority over it, unfortunately. Because you have to have the consistent damage increase. No perfumes either so far. Much better Uncle Jim opening as well. That was definitely Holo just forgetting he doesn't have egg. %55% auto crit now. And 35 on his mini rockets. This run makes me wish I was good at this game, it really does. Such a good run. So yeah, the only thing that we could have done better really is to do with reloading. And Holo was aware enough that they already know that that was a thing that they could improve on. So much damage. I'm not sure why we keep hero caping Sludge. I was making a joke about egg earlier, but it actually feels like we're trying to proc egg when we don't have it. I would have taken Ugly Tie, but upgrading is a gamble, but it's probably a worthwhile gamble. With damage, you got Cadence, you got Spike, so it's critting. I didn't see what else it had. Thunder and Overclocking. Thunder and Overclocking aren't the best rolls you could have got there. If you'd also had a free wheel or buckshot, that would have been great. But Spikey's actually a pretty good big roll here. I like that. Spikey actually getting some use. But we're not using it because we're not aiming for crit spots. No one tell Holo that they could have done this boss a lot quicker if they'd actually also aimed for crit spots. Which is worrying, given how quick this run was. You got Spikey. Hit the crit. You didn't have magnifying, so you didn't need to be that close. What are you doing? Hit the crits. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. He doesn't have egg, but he does have lemon. He's been proccing lemon for attack speed and movement speed. So, Holo does have more brains than I was giving him credit for. So that's my bad. For some reason I assumed it's Rubber Ducky, not lemon. No, that was a very good run. Like, that actually made me want to start running again, because that was so clean. Really good job. 9, 4, 43,